Welcome to another video. I know they've been a little bit few and far between here lately. It's been crazy. It's kind of gotten busy again for me because all of our stuff has finally arrived. We've moved into our house completely now, and all that stuff just kind of took some time, and it took away my time from editing and actually getting to film videos. But now we're about back on track. You'll be seeing this video shortly after I recorded it, and we got some interesting things today. We got a couple parts for the GTR, small things, but really cool things. And I have some FRS parts, small things, but kind of cool. And if you guys have been watching for a while, I actually bought it while I was in Japan, so you might know. And we're also gonna take a look at the house, since I did say I would show you guys the house. So before we get started with the GTR, if you guys are new to the channel or just followed me in Japan or are just now seeing that I'm back in the States, this is my 2013 Scion FRS, rebadged to Toyota way before they ever changed to the Toyota 86 in the States. I got the car and got rid of the Scion badges pretty much immediately. It's got XXR wheels on it, nothing special, lowered on BC Racing coilovers, full exhaust, it's extremely loud, obnoxiously loud. But we'll be seeing some more of this before the winter hits, because once winter hits, there's not going to be too much we can do with this unless we put snow tires on it, which I might end up doing because that might be something fun to experiment in when it snows. And this is the Jeep we bought a couple months ago, 2011 Jeep Grand Cherokee 5.7 liter V8. It's the limited, it's all loaded down with everything. And I got the tow stuff put on it so that I could haul the GTR up on a trailer. And freaking housing here made me move my trailer, though. I had it in my yard, not touching the grass, not touching the road, not in anybody's way, but they made me get my trailer out of my driveway. It's kind of like I'm on base, so it's kind of like a homeowners association, sort of, but it's the US government, so they can pretty much make me do whatever I want. Kind of upset me a little bit because there are some people in housing I've seen with giant boats, like the size of their whole garage area, and I don't see them moving their stuff, but my house is one of the first houses when you get on base, so it kind of maybe is a presentation type thing. I don't know. Anyways, let's get back to the video. And my beloved girl, the 91 R32 GTR. Owned it for the last 3 years in Japan, and now it's back here in the States with me, ready to go. And I did get the custom plates in for any of you guys that were guessing. Gojira. I know a few of you spotted in the last video, but there it is. One thing that is annoying the crap out of me over the last week are all of these flies. There's two of them right there. Earlier the garage was covered in them. Right now I feel 2 or 3 on my legs. I don't know what it is. Apparently it's a thing here. Walmart was out of fly traps. The store on base was out of fly traps. Everywhere's out of fly traps. It must be a yearly thing here. Somebody said it's when the flies come in for the winter, but I mean, it's not even cold yet, so I can't see that being a thing yet. But the fly freaking epidemic here has gotten ridiculous, and it's disgusting feeling. So today, to get started, we have a couple parts. You guys have seen this, a Nismo horn button, the original Nismo logo. I got this from a very good friend while I was still in Japan. Thank you very much, you know who you are. And then we also have a pretty cool trunk light kit for the R32, specifically made for the R32 by a really cool guy. His name's Freddy. He owns Fred Tech Lighting. You can follow him on Instagram at Fred Tech Lighting. I'll have the link to that in the description. And you can also check out his website, fredtechlighting.com. I'll also keep that link in the description. He has a lot of kits for many different cars. He builds these custom LED kits, but he recently made one for the R32 GTR. And we're gonna give it a shot today and see how it looks. I'm pretty excited. If you guys are into show, it would be a really cool thing for show because you can change all the colors right here. I can make this trunk light any different color I want, and it's completely plug and play. Like, if you don't know how to work on cars, it's as simple as boop, plugging that into your factory light spot, and it's good to go. Also on the table, we have these side markers. They're kind of a clear smoked side marker for the FRS. They'll replace the factory orange ones. But I hear that's kind of a pain in the butt job, so I'm not gonna go after it today because I just got off work and I don't feel like doing all that right now. Then I also have the brake master cylinder stopper for the R32 GTR from my buddy Matty over in the UK, sent this over. I'm gonna eventually do this, but today I'm also not gonna tackle that. I just don't feel like getting too deep with anything today. It's been a long day at work. So first, let's start with the Fred Tech Lighting LED kit for the trunk. This is gonna be a real tough install, guys. I don't think you guys are gonna be able to handle it. Trying to light up the trunk a little bit for us. Alrighty, so going in here, nice carbon fiber strut bar, looking real nice. But anyways, right there is the factory light. And I already popped the cover off and broke it, I think, but we won't be needing it anymore anyway. So if you're looking in your trunk, this is what you're looking for, is just this little plastic cover piece. And that's got the factory light inside of it. And all we're gonna do is reach up there and pop that guy out and trash that little piece of crap. And then what we're gonna do is take the little white plug on the end of the LED strip and plug it directly into the hole where your factory light just came out, and we should see it light up. Look at that, you can already see it in the video. So as you can see, that's really, really bright, very nice LEDs. And with the touch of a button, we can change it any color we want. So tons of options there with the color. And then you can also just cycle through all the colors, flashing it. And that looks really awesome. And the great thing about this is it has the double-sided tape on the back. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn the light off and we're gonna clean wherever we're gonna put it, and we're gonna slap that baby right up there and see how she looks. Alrighty, we are next step complete under here, double-sided tape off, and I mounted it right along the edge right here. Now, if you're down here trunk level, you know you can kind of see the LEDs, but that's not what most people are gonna be doing. Most people are gonna be walking right past it like this, and at this angle you can't see anything at all. So pop those on, and it's a party in the trunk. Pretty cool. I think it'll be cool for Halloween's, like trunk or treats, and any kind of random car shows I go to. Just as extra pieces. I mean, not an expensive part at all that just kind of, you know, sets your car away from other cars, makes it stand out a little bit more. Now the last thing I have to mount is the sensor. This is where the remote actually communicates with the LEDs, and it does have a little piece of double-sided tape right here. So I'm just gonna take that and clean everything up and just stick it up under here. That way it's on the driver's side, so I can probably reach it from the driver's seat. But yep, that's gonna do it. And there we are with all the wiring cleaned up and it looking really cool. That's pretty awesome looking. I can't wait to check it out at night. All I did was take that sensor and just run it under the truck hinge and over here, and double-sided taped it right there. So altogether, a really clean and easy, super easy install. And now I have custom lighting in the trunk that'll just add that little bit extra to the car. Do the strobe light. Strobe light goes a little bit slower. The fade. And smooth. That kind of flicks through it again too. Or we can just go solid, whatever color we want. The bluish purple, pink for the ladies. The nice red, which is I think what I'll probably keep it on most of the time, just to kind of match the R with the GTR. But really cool. Lots of colors to choose from, lots of options to go with. So definitely check out FredTech Lighting on Instagram and fredtechlighting.com to get your R32 LED trunk lights. And like I said, he's got many other cars on there. And if you don't see the one for your car, hit him up and maybe he can figure it out and make one custom for you. But I am definitely very satisfied with the product, so thank you, Freddy. Mason, what? There's a party in my trunk. Come check out the party in my trunk.
Oh my goodness.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Look at her butt.
What? I don't know where you picked that up, young man. That's pretty cool though, isn't it?
Where did you get that?
From my friend Freddy at fredtechlighting.com. But you want to check it out? Check out the remote. So with this remote, you can change it to any color you want. Check it out. Press whatever color you want. Pretty cool, all the colors in there, huh? You like the party in my trunk?
Yeah.
Well, he's satisfied now. He can spend the next hour here. Moving on, let's get this vintage Nismo horn button in the car. Normally I keep the windows down in the GTR when it's in the garage, but since all these flies have moved in, they're actually pooping on it. Like, I didn't even realize flies pooped. I mean, I guess everything poops, but it's really hard to see it. I don't know if you guys can even get it on camera because it's so small. But flies are pooping all over my car and leaving these teeny little poop marks everywhere, so I closed up the interior so they can't poop in there. Alrighty, in the GTR, I have this little cat up here that came in our stuff from Japan. I don't know if I want to keep it in the GTR. I haven't put the sticky thing on the bottom yet, so I'm kind of playing it. It's a nice little spot for it right there, but I am concerned that it might mess up the dash with the double-sided sticky tape that's going to go on the bottom of that. So I haven't decided if I want to put it in that car, the FRS, or the Jeep. I mean, it just seems to go well in GTR because they're both from Japan, but I'm not sure yet. Please vote in the comments below, cat or no cat in the GTR. For the horn button, all you gotta do is take off these 6 hex screws around here. Not gonna film that, you guys know how to do that kind of stuff. Steering wheel removed. There's a little cover that goes over the horn button, and the horn button itself just connects right back here with a little electrical connector that you can pop right out with your fingers. And then we have this beautiful baby. First time I think it's actually been completely opened out of the package in, you know, probably 25 years. I was honestly a little bit skeptical about even putting it on just because it's such a classic piece that's worth like $400. But, I mean, I would rather have it on the car rather than sitting in a showcase somewhere. Alrighty, we've ran into a bit of a problem. It's not gonna work for now. This steering wheel is, I mean, it's not the steering wheel, it's the horn button. The Momo horn button is just a little bit bigger. As you can see, I can hold it over and you can still see the edges of the Nismo one. So the Momo is just a little bit smaller. The Nismo is the one that's a little bit bigger. And this will not fit over the Nismo one completely. So I can't bolt it in and get the steering wheel secured to the car and then have the horn button secured. I was thinking at first that I could be able to just do it like this without the little piece, but then the horn button's not secured. Nothing's holding that horn button in. So for now, I'm gonna have to put the Momo back in. I'm gonna clean this wheel up a little bit while I have it taken off though. And we'll have to get a nice classic Nismo wheel to go with the Nismo horn button. Well, unfortunately that was pretty much a fail, but at least I still have the horn button. And like I said, we'll go for a Nismo wheel in the future so we can use our Nismo horn button. So let's begin our short tour of the house. The garage is starting to come together nicely. We have the American flag and the Okinawan flag like we had in Japan. I have my garage to fin flag hung up in the garage as well. I got a table back together, my toolbox, my fridge, no beer in it yet, but there will be. Right now it's just water. And then tons of crap in here that has to go. I gotta get all these boxes taken away. I was still unpacking them so the movers didn't take them. But now they're pretty much all unpacked. Mason's still having fun with the light in the trunk. And then I got some other random stuff, just random stuff right now throughout the garage. The garage has kind of been our throw stuff in here while we figure out the inside, but not for long. Soon the garage will be nice and cleaned up. So now we're gonna have Mason take us on a tour of the house. Please, Mason, show us the house. Not a hand.
What?
Not a handshake. Show me the house.
Okay.
Give us a tour.
Which one? Not that.
Give us a tour of the house. Inside.
Didn't outside?
Sure. This is kind of the cold room that's in between the main part of the house and the garage, so all the cold can stay in here. Laundry room, really loud TV with some really awesome pups. Got Captain. What are you doing? And Maria's around here somewhere, probably hiding over the. She's hiding over there with Megan. Kitchen, pretty simple kitchen, pretty simple dining room. I don't know why the TV's so loud. Nobody's in here. And then we have the bathroom and the dog's room. This is kind of where the dogs hang out. They got their crates in here where we feed them. You want to show us the upstairs?
Yeah.
The dogs aren't allowed upstairs, and this baby gate prevents them from going upstairs really nicely.
Sometimes I think of doing a cartwheel on the stairs, but I can't do a cartwheel.
Cartwheels on the stairs would be pretty dangerous anyway.
Also, I can never do cartwheels.
Still a pretty dirty house. We got the blow-up mattress sitting here just in the middle of nowhere. Fix that eventually. Going to go to Mason's room first, it looks like. Got all of his stuff in here. His room's a little smaller than our house in Japan, but it's not bad, right? You like it still? He's definitely happy to have all his stuff back, all his toys and his bed. And then we have the guest bedroom over here that we have a sofa coming for. It's a sleeper sofa so that my parents, when they come, can stay here. A TV, just, you know, like a nice little room, but we still got to clean this up too. This is all my suitcase I've been living out of for the last 2 or 3 months. And we got to figure out a spot for that train table because it's not fitting anywhere. And then the master bedroom is nothing special either. It's not that big. Definitely a downsized house coming from our house in Japan. But I'm just happy to have our stuff. But it is nice having some of our decorations from Japan to kind of remind us of our time there in our house that we had. I miss it a lot. You guys want to go outside? Bubby's excited to go outside. Who wants to go outside? A little windy out here. Looks like we might have a storm rolling in. But we got some really good puppies. They've been crazy lately. They've been thinking they can sit on the couch while we're not home, and that's a no-no. Their fur is everywhere. If they sit on the couch for 5 seconds, the couch is then made of husky fur. But we have a nice little decent sized backyard. I mean, that is the one thing that's bigger than our house in Japan is the backyard. Some backyard furniture and some tiki torches is all we have going on right now. But it's nice to be able to sit out here while let the pups play, throw some tennis balls for them, and me and Mason play some soccer in the backyard. What are you doing, Maria? What you doing, girl? They've been really good puppies. They've definitely adapted to us well. They love to play fight. They're brother and sister. If you missed the video where I introduced them, they're about 2.5 years old. We adopted them from a family here in Minot, and they were really sad to have to get rid of them for family reasons, but we're super happy to have them, and they've been awesome so far for the last month and a half. You better look. Don't report me. I'm not Michael Vick. I'm not dog fighting. They just love playing. With a potential storm about to blow in, it's time to get the FRS in the garage. And well, if you haven't heard this thing in my other videos, headphone users beware. It might be a little bit loud. I don't think it'll be a cold start. It was driven about 3 hours ago, but it'll probably still be pretty loud. They sure do look nice together. I'm glad they finally got to meet and get to sit in the garage together. I'm not sure once winter comes if we're gonna move the FRS outside and put the Jeep inside, because obviously the Jeep will be the most commonly used winter car. So I don't know if we want to keep it inside so we don't have to walk out in the -1,000,000 temperatures, or if we want to keep it outside because it does have the remote start. Not really sure yet. Figure it out at some point. But as much as I'm not looking forward to the winter because I won't be able to drive the GTR, I'm also looking forward to the winter, so I'll have time to actually kind of work on the GTR, not have to worry about getting it back together, and just kind of spend a few months. I don't know if we're gonna do a build this winter or not, but we're definitely gonna replace a lot of parts this winter. Like I wanna do all the window seals, I wanna do the head gasket, pretty much every gasket in the engine bay. And then once we're down in there, I don't know if I might as well. It just kind of depends on how money situation's going at the time. I might go for a mild build this winter. If not this one, maybe next. And maybe eventually single, or at least bigger twins. It's got the N1s on there right now, but I would like a little bit more. I'm sorry this wasn't the most interesting video to watch probably. I have a lot more content coming up in the future. There's a couple more big car shows and car events happening this year before the winter hits. And there's a couple cars here in Minot that I do kind of want to feature for a video. I've already talked to a couple owners who seem pretty interested. So I'll probably put something together with that decently soon. I'll also be going to Winnipeg again here in about a week. I'll be heading to Winnipeg for just kind of a vacation. My parents are going to be in town actually, so we're going to go up there and take a look at some random sightseeing stuff and just kind of enjoy our time. I probably won't really have time for any car meetups just because we'll probably either be in the Jeep or my parents' vehicle and just enjoying some time. But I will definitely be back to Winnipeg, excuse me, be back to Winnipeg to do some more car events in the future. And shirts, YourCarBro shirts. I've had them for a while. I've had a website, YourCarBro.com. It's been a long time since I've made any kind of plug. And there's been a few people randomly buying shirts here and there, and thank you guys very much for that. But I think I'm gonna shut the website down pretty soon just because it's not profitable really. It's not a point in having it. It's costing me like 60 bucks a month just to run the website, and it's just not doing that hot. I didn't expect it to take off like crazy, but I think what I want to do is, now that I'm back in the States, I originally did the website and did through like a third-party fulfillment service to make the shirts for me. I did that because I was in Japan and didn't really have the resources there to do what I wanted. But now that I'm in the States, I think I'm gonna work with a company local and do my shirts where I can keep them in stock here in the garage, send them all out from my house and do it that way. But until that happens, I am gonna be shutting down the site soon. I'll probably shut it down a week or two after this video goes out to give anybody the chance to buy shirts if they want to before I shut the website down. So check it out. If you see anything cool you want, please feel free to purchase. I would really appreciate it. Oh my God, these flies. I'm probably gonna pick up a couple things from my website that I haven't got to see in person yet, like some hoodies and stuff for the winter. And maybe you guys will too. Oh yeah, in the Garage Defend video. few people have been commenting asking when the Garage Defend video is coming out. The one that I went up there for to film for the shop, interviewing the owner of the shop, Ito-san.
Thank you for coming.
That's good. You're welcome. I've been working on it pretty decently lately now that I got all my stuff in, and I'll probably have that out in maybe a couple weeks time frame. It's just kind of taking time because I gotta get with Dawson over there so he can help me translate and put subtitles in on some of the parts where people are speaking Japanese that I'm not really sure what all those words are saying. So he's gonna help out with that. It's just kind of gonna take a little bit of time with that. But I definitely have some new footage coming from Garage Defense soon for the video. And I also have some extra footage that I'll probably put into another video, and some more footage from Japan that I'll put into another video. I got a lot of Japan footage still kind of sitting dormant, waiting for the right time to upload it. And things are looking good. Things are looking good for the future. Garage Defend, we're doing real well. A lot of customers in Okinawa recently. Thank you guys for that. And I'm really looking forward to the future. But for now, it's time for me to get out of here. I gotta work tomorrow, and I just gotta get through a few more days before I get some time off. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video. As always, thanks for watching.